and welcome to the Eid show. I'm Farokh Petafi. So far, viewers, you have seen the team of the debate show, in which usually Sana Maqbool actually hosts the program, and Raja Faisal and I are usually the experts. But today we thought that in view of Eid, we are going to reverse the roles. Raja Faisal is next to me, and he's going to host along with me. And then Sana Maqbool is going to be one of our guests. Raja Sahab, how was your Eid?
Eid Mubarak to all of you, first of all, and so far it's going good. And of course, it's Eids are always busy. Start early in the morning, and of course go for Eid namaz and all, and then later on spending time with the family. And then few of the friends, they keep on calling. The ones especially who are not wanted at home, they keep on saying that we need to go somewhere. So I'm someone more towards staying with the family.
Right.
But then later on,
like you are doing it right now.
Right now, yeah. But of course, at this hour, there was nothing to do. So obviously, it's always
Thank you
good to
very
be
much
here.
for actually coming to our aid here. But viewers, let me also introduce the panel that we have got. I've already introduced Sana Maqbool. Sana Maqbool, take a bow. And
Thank you very much.
Yeah, next to her
Lovely
is
to be in this role.
yeah, next to her is Bakhtawer Mahmood, who is a digital media strategist. Also is linked with Cricket League. Thank you very much for being part of the program.
Thank you for having me.
And next to her is a young singer and musician who is Adeel Latif. Thank you very much for being part of the program. Thank you very much. Let me ask you, Sana, how was your Eid so far?
So far, it's been all right. I think it's been all right.
Okay.
And I think that's pretty good to have an all right day. I think what is the highlight, unfortunately, on Eid for me is to catch up on my sleep. So really happy to be able to do that.
You spend time sleeping.
I do. It's amazing.
Nothing else.
Try that. It's wonderful.
And how about the Chand Raat?
Chandra is fun. Chandra is fun. So yeah, no sleep.
Was
then.
it?
no
This
sleep
time
on
it was
Chandra.
fun?
This time it was fun.
What
a lot
did you
of fun. So I'm usually spend some time with my family and some time with my friends. So I have my niece and nephew here, and they keep the spirit alive. So it's more fun with them for Eid shopping, and that's always fun. But with my friends, it's a different kind of fun. We just hang out with each other and sort of just take the night away.
So it is a competition between
yes,
going out or shopping on the Eid Eve.
Yeah.
And then on Eid you sleep most of the time,
Yeah.
or then hang out.
Yeah,
right?
it's hard
So
to
it is a
compare actually
competition.
which one is better. You're right.
Right.
What about the evenings? Because most of the time, of course, if you're hanging out with the friends, then you have to go towards some restaurant or something like that. But on Eid day, when you're already filled up with
I don't
the
go
Eid
out
foods,
on Eid day. I don't go out on
you
Eid day.
don't go
no,
at
I
all.
think there's a lot
Not
of
even
food
a
at
coffee
home.
place.
No, there's a lot of food at home. There's a lot of great food, and people are always coming in and going. So I stay home.
So as we progress in the program, I'm going to ask you whether you cook as well, or all of that food is made by somebody else.
Sure.
But how is your Eid going? Eid Mubarak to you as well. And what did you do the whole day?
Actually, as always, the girls have a lot to do. Our preparations actually start from day before. So Chand Raat is always very exciting, but it's a kind of a pressure as well. We have to make sure everything is just right on point. Most of the times it's the house chores, which men, of course, don't have to worry. We need to make sure everything is on point, everything, even the crockery is out there, so that we also get time to spend with our families. And of course, it's always busy, but I believe, as you said earlier, I'm a digital media strategist. So the first point in my mind is always that the pictures that I've taken needs to be uploaded on social media. It needs to go well. And if I'm collaborating with anyone on certain things, I need to make sure that the content goes over the platforms as well.
You collaborate with people on Eid day as well?
I have to actually, it's part of my job. So for most of the people who are directly or indirectly associated with social media, they never take a break. Even when we are sleeping, we are doing a lot of things. We have our things scheduled, and the reality is completely different from what people usually perceive.
Right.
So most of the times we have taken our shoots a day earlier, and then we're just posting the pictures on those days.
Okay.
Otherwise, it's just a family day. The best part about Eid is that we all take some break. We all take time out to just meet. most of the times it's just not eating, but it's going out and spending some good healthy time with your family. That is what matters the most.
And meet with friends as well, right?
Friends is day two. Yeah, day one is family.
Yeah, but what you said earlier was quite intriguing, that even when you're sleeping, you're working. I want to know, how do you, one works and sleeps at the same time? But later, perhaps I can come back to you.
Maybe trying to sleep.
Pretending to sleep, actually.
Adeel, Eid Mubarak, how was your day?
First of all, Eid Mubarak to you and all the viewers.
Thank you.
The day was fine, and it was as usual, it was a good day, and most of the time was spent sleeping because I usually stay awake during the Chand Rats, and I'm a very lazy person in terms of doing the shopping. So I mostly do my shoppings at the very last moment. So during the Chand Rats, and I don't get to sleep during the Chand Rats. So that's why I have to sleep in the morning.
Really? I don't think all that. I think men sleep all the time.
So this is second hit, Raja Saab. You want to actually take that? Because earlier it was said that men don't have to worry about crockery and cooking at all.
No, make them worry about crockery and chores.
She actually had a very extended kind of sleep today, so she's
she is informed.
She's informed today.
Yeah, but you have a question for Adeel?
Yeah, so Adeel, of course, during the day when you sleep in, that means in the afternoons, what do you do in the afternoons?
And by the way, when you're sleeping, are you working at that time as well?
No, never. So there are some of them, sometimes because we used to work in the studios, and sometimes we keep working all night long, and after that, when we sleep, that melody is still in our mind, and even when we are sleeping, it's still sounding in our mind and back of our mind. So that is something I experienced, but otherwise I never work during sleeping.
Kind of reminds me of Mozart or Beethoven. I don't know which one was it, who actually used to compose while he was sleeping, and once he would wake up, would actually translate it into some kind of construction.
Yes.
And then play it out as well.
I have experienced such a
divine inspiration. Actually.
Yeah, actually, when you are into something very deeply, you're involved into something very deep. So you experience such things even while you are sleeping. You experience such of the things.
So did you actually have such divine inspiration today? Did you compose something for us?
Actually, my new single is releasing on 4th day of Eid, so it is ready actually.
So what we are going to do is, I can spot, something over there next to you, a guitar perhaps. So what we are going to do is, we are going to hear something right now, if you can actually oblige us, and then later on in the program as well.
So I'll sing a verse of my new single, which is called Aaj Phir, and I would request the viewers to listen to my song and share as much as possible. It's going to be out on 4th day of Eid, you can say, and it will be available on all streaming platforms. महसूस होती है क्यों मुझको हर पल तेरी कमी, जिस तरह है सांसें मुझको ऐसे तू लाज़मी, नाम से तेरे नम होती है आंखें क्यों अब मेरी, कर ना पाया हूँ मैं अलग अब तक क्यों यादें तेरी, बाकी है तेरी कमी। आज फिर से तेरी राहों पे दिल चल पड़ा, आज फिर से तेरी चाहत में दिल मच रहा, आज फिर से
Excellent.
nice.
Excellent.
Raja Sahab is
Amazing.
holding a cup, so he cannot clap.
Exactly.
I'm going to do it on his behalf as well.
This is my second original, and the first one was released last year.
Right.
And
You
it's called-
wrote it as well?
No, no, no.
Okay.
There is a very good friend of mine. His name is Qasim. So he
So
wrote
it is a
and
good plug here as
He's
well.
a
for
very good
Qasim.
writer. He's an amazing.
Shout out for Qasim as
Yeah,
well,
for sure.
wherever he
He's
is.
a very good writer.
Adeel, one quick question. When did you start singing?
Yeah, I started singing during my college days, and it was just for fun initially. We were some students, some group of friends, and we thought that we should just form a band. And so I used to bunk my classes. And
When was
go-
it?
It was in 2015.
All right. Because
End
you
of
look very
2014
young
and-
even now. So I thought maybe when you were a child.
I'll take it as a compliment.
I'm trying to actually give you a compliment. But let us come back to Sana. Sana, so he actually presented a song, and Bakhtawar actually regaled us with the virtues of working while sleeping. So you are in form. So what are you going to present us with?
Nothing.
Another debate show.
Thank you.
Sometimes
You
doing nothing is the best.
no,
thing you can
Sana,
do.
thank you very much. You are the kind of guest every uncle actually dreams about, right? So no answer at all.
No, I mean, I don't have anything to present here, but I mean, I don't know, you asked about cooking. Maybe you can come over and I'll present you with some food.
All right. So you.
So are you not into singing?
I wish I could sing, honestly. I think it's one of the talents that I wish I had, but I don't.
Do you know why is he asking that question?
So
Because
that
he
I can
sings.
sing. He sings really
Really?
well, actually.
Yeah, he
we,
sings
just,
very well.
we just heard him the other day.
Raja
and
sahab
he's very good.
Raja sahab koi mukhra ho jaye? Can you
It's-
sing a bit?
I can. But first of all, I just want to tell obviously people about myself that yes, singing is something. It was quite dear to me just till the grade 10, because after that my parents said to me that I have to be more serious about the studies and not the singing at all. But before that, whenever I sang in the school, I always I took the first position.
Did you want to pursue
So are you
this?
going to sing something just now?
Just now, quickly, I'll just sing "Kabhi Ae Haqiqat-e Muntazir."
Go ahead.
Uh,
And I'm sure that I'm going to sit in the frame while you sing. So I have to keep moving like this, right?
it's a very serious poetry, and that poetry, of course, Allama Iqbal's poetry is very dear to me, and I'll try to sing up to the par, but if it is not, then I'm sorry.
Don't
Maybe
worry.
We can have some music. From
I don't think, because
No?
He won't be able to match because
Yeah.
we don't know what he is going to actually sing.
but
right?
that's what a musician does.
Yeah, okay. But go ahead. Do it
Yeah.
very
Yeah.
quickly.
You guys can tag along.
yeah.
Yeah.
कभी ऐ हकीकत मुंतज़िर कभी ऐ हकीकत मुंतज़िर नज़र आ लिबासे मजाज में के हज़ारों सजदे तड़प रहे के हज़ारों सजदे तड़प रहे है मेरी जबीने नयाज में कभी ऐ हकीकत मुंतज़िर जो मैं सर बसजदा हुआ कभी तो ज़मीं से आने लगी सदा जो मैं सर बसजदा हुआ कभी तो ज़मीं से आने लगी सदा तेरा दिल तो है सनम आशना तेरा दिल तो है सनम आशना तुझे क्या मिलेगा नमाज में कभी ऐ
वाह.
हकीकत
Awesome.
मुंतज़िर
Clap, everyone. Yeah. So, Sana, back to you. Now, what are you going to do?
I have no talents. I don't have skills. I can't do that.
Come on, son, it's a challenge going on, you know.
No, really, that's actually why I said that I wish I had singing, because it's a talent you can actually showcase, like, you know,
Yeah.
such occasions
It
or
saves you a
others.
lot.
It saves, yeah, it saves you a lot.
Yeah.
But you can't like, do much else.
Yeah.
Right.
But you never sang?
This is one thing that I could never do. And I believe I should never sing because my nasal tone is, it reaches to a point where I cannot even listen to myself. So I'm not going to give this torture to anyone. So it's better I just speak and that's it.
I'm in solidarity.
Yeah.
Because everybody is a bathroom singer, but once you start trying
Yeah.
I
in
don't do
public,
this even in the
people
bathroom,
run
yeah.
away.
I just sing, I don't sing actually, I just go along with the music when I'm driving, that's it. Otherwise, no, I cannot sing.
But I tell you something about me. Obviously, whenever me and my classmates we gather around, and of course they want me to sing something, then later on they say, no, it's not like that anymore. Because of course, when I was at school, the pitch of my voice it was quite low because I was very young. But then later on, of course, it's gone feeble, and probably that's why my friends they say it's not that voice anymore. So it happens with the time. Of course, your voice changes, and it does not remain the same. And I think it affects your singing as well.
Right,
It does.
right, right, absolutely. So what we are going to talk about now is something very close to me, my heart, because you can look at my size and tell I'm going to talk about food. What is your favorite food on Eid, Sana?
Favorite food on Eid? Palau.
Okay.
I don't know why. I think
I
it's a bit
thought that
cliche
you're-
to say, but
No, no, if you were going to talk about cliches, I thought that you are going to talk about semia.
no, traditionally, actually, I don't know. Mama always cooks palau on
Yeah,
Eid,
okay.
so we have that. And I think there is something, actually, I'm not sure. But there is some meetha. Kheer, usually, actually. She makes
Kheer,
kheer.
right, right.
So,
So
I
palau
just have that
and-
nostalgic feeling with these dishes at
So,
Eid.
I'm glad that you actually said nostalgia. Otherwise, I was going to call it conditioning.
Yeah, could be.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but how was your favorite food on Eid?
I'm usually not a food person, so I prefer to eat different kind of food. So I don't have a personal favorite. Sometimes it's like a homemade biryani. That's one thing I can always eat. Otherwise, it's more like pasta and something that's more easy to eat and then digest. So yeah, comfort food. Yes, I
Right,
always
right.
go for that.
On Eid, comfort food is good.
Yes, because Eid is supposed to be a comfortable day. That's the only day we get to spend time with our family. That's the most comforting thing. Apart from that, you get to take some rest as well. So yeah,
So,
of course. Why not have a comfort food rather than
my case is contrary. On the contrary, you need comfort food when you are not in comfort.
Not in comfort.
Same, actually, I'm with Farah
Yeah.
on this. Yeah.
Whenever there's anxiety, you have to go for
I
some kind of
yeah.
comfort food.
Well, sometimes when I have to cook for myself, I usually prefer these dishes. But of course, when most of the times for day one or day two, we always have to go out, be at someone else's place, and they're the ones taking this responsibility. So I don't have to cook those palaus, though I love palau. But that takes a lot of effort, and I am not willing to do that.
Yeah. Adeel, you're a singer. You must be very cautious about what to eat and what not to. What do you eat?
There was a time when I was very conscious about that, but then later on I realized that there is nothing to be conscious about. And
Explain
yes,
to us.
but
Explain
before
to us
singing or
why
before-
conscious. What exactly did you avoid when you were conscious?
I was very careful about consuming citrus fruits
Okay.
before singing or recording,
Yeah.
so or before going to any.
Or cold
any event.
water?
Yeah, of course, cold water. And even now, if I'm recording, I will not consume cold water or anything like that, because what it actually does is what I will tell about my experience. What my experience is that what it actually does is it changes your tone for a while.
A little bit, yeah.
So if you take a cold water during recording, or and if you have recorded some portion of your song, and during that recording you take cold water, it
The
will
voice might
suddenly
sound
change your tone, and you will feel a different tone after that. So
So right now you have.
that is something that
you
should
did
be
not
noted.
come after. Come here.
Otherwise,
Yeah.
I never.
Right now you did not come here after drinking cold water, right?
No.
Yeah.
Prove it. Sing another song.
Sing another song, please, for us.
What should I sing next? Either my original or
Anything.
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 So
that
it's
you
a
like.
sad song, if you don't mind.
Song is a song.
So, the song is called Naina. I released it last year. ख्वाब सजोए मैंने संग तेरे साजना ख्वाब सजोए मैंने संग तेरे साजना कोई न भाए मुझको बिन तेरे रांझना अब तू ही जिंदगी है तू ही करार है अब तू ही बंदगी है तू ही फरियाद है तेरे बिना मैं क्यों जीऊं के नैना मोरे भीग भीग जावे के नैना मोरे भीग भीग जावे माहिया वे जब तू मुझे नजर न आवे के नैना मोरे भीग भीग जावे के नैना मोरे भीग भीग जावे रांझना वे जब तू इन्हें नजर न आवे कम वक्त इश्क ये कैसी सजाएं हमें बीच रास्ते में दे रहा लोगों की है साजिशें या है तेरी ख्वाहिशें जो दूर मुझसे हो रहा क्यों दूर मुझसे हो रहा कि दुनिया ना दिल से पाए के पल भर भी जिया न जावे माहिया वे जब तू मुझे नजर न आवे कि नैना मोरे भीग भीग जावे कि नैना मोरे भीग भीग जावे रांझना वे जब तू इन्हें नजर न आवे वो भीग भीग जावे के नैना मोरे भीग भीग जावे रांझना वे जब तू इन्हें नजर न आवे
Amazing. This is amazing.
This is great.
Yeah.
And you have just proven that you did not drink any cold water. But regarding food, you eat food, you like food.
Yeah,
Do you cook? Do you cook as well?
I'm a very foodie person and I'm a meat lover.
Okay.
So
Do you cook as well?
occasionally or whenever I want to. So it's not like always, but whenever I'm in a mood,
Yeah.
I definitely cook and I cook for everyone who's around me.
That's
So-
great. So again, solidarity. I do the same thing. And I'm also a
Even-
meat lover, by the
even
way.
even if I have to travel somewhere out of city or anywhere for food,
Yeah.
I just travel. I just go there for food. I have my food and I just then come back to my
That
home.
is
Really, you've
awesome.
gone
Yeah,
to a
I'm that
different city
crazy.
just to have food.
Yeah, I even I actually like the Pakhtun food. I like
Yeah.
Peshawari food. So
Yeah.
most of
Shinwari
the time,
and all,
yes,
right?
yes.
And
Actually, I've done
Tikas.
that. Yeah.
Even I
Gone
can
to
ride my
Peshawar for
bike,
that.
and I ride my bike to Peshawar, and then
Oh goodness! Wow,
yes. So
that
I'm
is
a bike lover as well. So
that is
so I
that
love
is a
riding.
lot of kilometers for one kadai.
yeah.
But
even
Peshawari,
when
yeah,
people
he's
hear
great.
about that, they think they say, really? Did you really
Yeah.
travel Peshawar just to have Shinwari or just to have some food?
Yeah, yeah.
So
So I've been a young man once upon a time. I know that
And
works.
you used to do the same?
Yeah, more or less similar kind of things. I used to be in Qaid-e-Azam University, so would travel wherever one travel took us to eat good food and enjoy it as well. But Raja Saab, here's the challenge for you. Today Sana is not in a talking mood. So you have to make her talk. Go ahead.
Yeah, Sana, while obviously I was listening to the song, I was actually recalling our show. It's almost been 3.5 years now. Probably
No.
3 years.
No.
probably. Yeah,
Hasn't been 3 years.
Get your maths right, man.
Wrong.
But-
It will be 3 years in November this year.
Yeah, and before that, we were never together, of course, and this was the only
Yeah, I didn't know
first time we actually started working
You're very
together.
clear on that.
Yeah. So now when we are talking about a long time working together,
Yeah.
of course, you are sitting in the middle and me on your right hand side and Farooq on your left hand side. Just wanted to know from you, when it comes to, creating troubles for you, you being the anchor, who's more notorious, me or
Oh
Farooq
my
bhai?
God.
You have to be very honest about it.
Oh
So,
my God, it's a hard
Why
one.
did he specifically ask this question?
Because
I
they don't
don't
want to
know.
know a lot. Yeah.
I don't know, but sir, you had to make it about Sana, not yourself.
I'm just trying to obviously figure out where she stands about us.
Honestly, you're both at the same level, I would say.
Handful in the total.
You're both a handful. No, but it's been honestly, it's been a great journey, and I think
Yeah.
I think we've really enjoyed our shows. I mean, I've worked in PTV for, I don't know, what, 13, 14 years now. And this show is just about 2.5 years. And I think this has been the best time that I've had throughout PTV. And it's only because of you two.
Yeah, and I remember the only time I appeared in one of the shows where you were hosting, that was, I think, back in 2018 somewhere.
Yeah, that was, I was just covering for someone.
Yeah,
then.
you were covering
Yeah.
for someone, and probably I was covering for someone as
Oh,
well.
really?
So
Okay.
perhaps yourself.
Yeah, I
that-
actually didn't remember that. You had to remind me of that.
But I want to tell everyone about one story about my, of course, fascination about Farooq Pitafi. Of course, I always
It
always
wasn't
saw-
about me, it was supposed to be about Sana.
It was always about, as I was a geek when it comes to geopolitics, and I actually read articles written by Farooq Pitafi, and I started reading them back in 2014, early 2014, and I started following him on Twitter. And it was a big day for me when first time, of course, I appeared in his show at PTV. He was hosting, and the very day he started following, he followed me back, and I was like over the moon that Farooq Pitafi, he's following me back, you know.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it was something huge for me. And when
Dude, whenever you talk about me, never use the word huge.
yeah. So he was a kind of, before that he was a kind of hidden mentor for me, because I was silently learning from his writings, and I used to watch him and I used to follow him on Twitter. So when I started appearing on screen with him, it was cherry on the cake for me, seriously. That it's an honor for me that I am appearing with him in the same show.
Right.
So-
Thank you very much, sir, for those kind words. Now let us resume the program.
No, earlier we were talking about the travels, and I wanted to ask Bakhtawa about the travels, because I am, of course, one of the Facebook friends as well.
Yeah.
We are Facebook friends, and I keep on watching her posts as well. She's a traveler herself. She travels a lot, and she posts a lot. I just wanted to ask her which part of the world she likes the most.
Actually, the way you have said I've traveled a lot, now I'm assuming, okay, it might sound in that way, but it's just been a few countries till now, and I'm trying to explore more. But, and mostly it is because of my work. And last time when I visited USA for the very first time, and I just got my visa in a couple of days, it was for a representation in the US T10 Masters League as a Pakistani presenter over there. So I liked it the most at that point. And of course, like, it was in Florida, and then I'd had to travel to New York as well, like traveling 2 different states of USA.
So which one was your favorite among those two?
Florida was a bit
Pakistan-like?
humid.
Sunny?
It was like Karachi-like, so it was very humid. And whenever we had to step on the ground, it was very humid. I don't know how the players were playing at that point. So I really liked it in New York, of course. Like,
Yeah.
it
New
was a
York
better
is-
temperature in August and November.
There's a reason why New York is
People
called like
like
the
New
greatest
York,
city
of
in the world.
course. Yes.
Yeah, so it's
But on
awesome.
the other hand, like with my family, I really enjoyed my trip with my father to Turkey. So it was we traveled like 5-6 cities in a 15 days time, and each city of there had a specific history. They had a specific aura. They had a specific different kind of activities. So I believe if anyone really wants to travel and start off their traveling journey, start from Turkey. It's going to give you such a perspective of the
there
world.
must be other cities, but Istanbul is the one where my
same.
heart is.
Yes.
Because
You
so
see the
much
western
history.
side, you see the eastern side. It's just it's a
And-
fusion of two different
And but
Duration.
the
worlds.
history, the history.
The history over there.
The city was founded before Christ,
Yes.
and it still stands. So
Exactly.
it is amazing, right?
And Cappadocia was also something that I was always like fascinating about. Though the actual appearances was a bit difficult, we did not perceive. We went all the way 4 o'clock in the morning to these hot air balloons, and we assumed it's going to look the same that we usually perceive in social media. But unfortunately, the sun didn't rise properly. There were all clouds, and we missed on to that. But apart from that, it was like a good experience.
Yeah, I thought that perhaps we are going to actually talk about comedy of errors or something, but
The
that
earth
didn't
caves
happen.
were a bit fascinating, but they were a bit. I would say I was scared while I went inside, and then I perceived how people were living in those caves just for the sake of survival. So the history point really intrigued me. But apart from that, the tourist destinations are really amazing.
Right. Adeel, I'm going to come to you in a bit, but allow me to actually go back to Sana for a reason.
Take Sana speak this
No,
time.
for a reason. While you were talking about various cities, she was saying, and yeah, and
Recently,
great.
she's been somewhere
She
as well.
she just returned after covering Russia's elections.
Yeah.
And that is not all. She frequents Turkey as well. Favorite city?
Favorite city
Please
so
say
far.
Islamabad.
I mean, Islamabad is really on the top. I think I don't know if it's favorite. Actually, it could be my favorite. Islamabad is beautiful in so many ways. It's small, it's
calm.
pretty, it's clean, it's calm, it's home. It's where my friends and family are. There's so much to it. But favorite city so far, I think it's very difficult. I'm trying to remember the places I've been to.
If you are going to take time, I'll go to Adeel.
No,
and then come back to you.
I'll come back with an answer.
Moscow?
I think, I mean, Istanbul definitely is great, but I think maybe it's because it's most recent, but Murmansk in Russia was very, very
Murmansk?
fascinating. Murmansk. So it's basically right at the top next to Finland.
Yeah.
And it's the first time I've crossed the Arctic Circle.
So you
it
like
was
ice,
at the
you
top of
like
the-
snow.
I mean, I thought I
Very
didn't,
cold
but
over
honestly, I really fell in love with the snow. It was beautiful. The people are really nice. It's a nice small town, hill station vibe, and just the people are so great. And you have reindeers, you have huskies. I mean, you know, you have
For how
the
long you
aurora.
had-
Unfortunately, I couldn't see it. The sky wasn't clear, but you know, like it's beautiful.
What about the daylight? For how long you had the daylight out there?
I had plenty of daylight. So at the time when I went, there was plenty of daylight, but they do have polar nights and polar days over there. So they obviously have to live with that.
That
so
must be
yeah,
one hell of a time
Yeah.
to be there.
Yeah.
Adeel, your travels. Do you like traveling at all?
Yeah,
Apart from going for food, like in Russia.
Apart from that, I also, of course, I like traveling. I have to travel for events and shows
Yeah.
to different cities. So I love traveling, and I love exploring. And for traveling abroad, there's not much. I just went for Umrah last in 2022. So I like Medina. So
That's the
Right.
best place.
yeah, that's the
that
best
is
place to
beautiful.
be.
But I'm sure that nobody is going to ask my favorite city, so
No,
I'm
no,
just
we're
going to
not.
butt in. I'm just going to jump in.
Let me ask.
You know, she spoke about New York. It is beautiful. I mean, the culture is awesome. Similarly, Istanbul is one hell of a
Yeah.
place. But one place that I felt a strange kind of connection and estrangement as well, that was Delhi, India's capital.
Oh.
So when you travel from New Delhi to Old Town, there you actually go to various places, right? There are mazar shrines as well, cultural places. But then one shrine actually took my heart away, and that was Mirza Ghalib's tomb there, right? The greatest poet in Urdu is lying under bare sun, bare sky. It doesn't have four walls. He's just there abandoned. And I just felt that this is the cost of, losing the Muslim tradition in India, because now they are Narendra Modi and his India is actually gradually dismantling Urdu and Urdu culture. But greatest man,
That's so
greatest
tragic.
poet is just there. Nobody takes care of him at all.
Exactly.
How did this story make Delhi your favorite city?
No, there's connection. This is what I'm saying. Strangely connected to it because of our roots or whatever roots we have. Pakistan civilization is rooted in India. And then also estrangement. Because once we were together or we knew what we were dealing with, and now all of a sudden they are very different and strange. I'm being told that once again I have to come back to you, Adeel, and you have to sing another song.
Before I sing, I would like to add something about that. And I was recently watching a documentary about New Delhi.
Yeah.
And the culture over there and culture in our old cities like of Rawalpindi, Lahore, it's very similar.
Yeah.
The people are very similar and everything is very similar. That is why.
And food is also very similar.
Yes,
Yeah.
food, even
In some parts.
yes,
Not everywhere.
not everywhere, but in some parts. of
Unless you
places.
love dokla and all those things, that is also there.
So that is why I think yes, I was also I was watching the documentary, but I was feeling like yes, we have a very similar, we have some
Similarities
connection.
are there.
Yeah,
So
Delhi is where Lahore meets Islamabad.
And
There are certain parts which are very posh and very
That's so
Yes,
nice,
yes.
actually.
Yeah.
That would be
And
my
there is
favorite
one more-
city,
But it is
Lahore and
very-
Islamabad
Yeah,
combined.
it is very populated as well. I'm told that we have to actually rush the program and you have to sing again and then we have to conclude.
So these are my originals. Now I'm gonna sing any cover. So it can be of any kind.
Yeah,
sad
yeah,
or-
why not? Why not?
Please, no more sad songs.
Let's have a happy song.
Make us happy. Yeah, your
Okay.
parting gift must be happy.
Okay, so let's do it. होना था प्यार, हुआ मेरे यार। होना था प्यार, हुआ मेरे यार। आए नजर चेहरे हजार। होना था प्यार, हुआ मेरे यार। तेरे दिल के शहर में घर मेरा हो गया, हो गया। सपना देखा जो तुमने वो मेरा हो गया, हो गया। डूबे तो यूं जैसे हो पार। होना था प्यार, हुआ मेरे यार। होना था प्यार, हुआ मेरे यार।
Super, super. You can, frankly, you can give Atif Aslam run for his money.
Yeah.
But I'm told that we have to conclude the program here. Adeel, thank you
Oh,
very much for
thank
being part of the program.
Thanks for
Atawa,
having
it
me.
is great having you
Pleasure.
here as well. Sana, thank you very much for
You're
for being
welcome.
here.
See you soon in the show.
And Raja Saab, see you soon as well in the show.
Yeah.
Because you were watching the Eid transmission. This is all from us, team at the debate. See you soon in the next programs. And once again, have 3 great days of Eid.
Yeah.
Take care.